Hi guys, I'm Sarah from Sarahndipity Cosplay, and today I'm going to be talking about why I cosplay, and my experiences at conventions and stuff like that. It's probably going to end up being a really long video. I'm going to try and make it short because I tend to ramble on a lot. I don't like, making excuses for myself, but I have like ridiculously severe ADHD, so it's kind of a problem. So I'm sorry, I'll try and shorten it and not try to repeat myself 60 times. Because I tend to do that a lot. This is like sophomore year, I guess. My friend was like, oh yeah, I'm going to Dragon Con. It's this place where people wear awesome costumes, and I'm going to promote my book, because she published a book that year, which was really cool. And I was like, what is this Dragon Con? I didn't really register what it was, and it made me so mad, because Dragon Con had like that weird asterisk thing in between the word dragon and con. And I'm like, what? Remove the asterisk, that's annoying. I don't know, it didn't really click with me. I didn't understand. I feel like she talked to me about cosplay, and she showed me, like, because this was in our computer class we took, she showed me a picture of some girl, some character, this actually might have been junior year, and she was like, you'd be really good at doing the costume for this character, and I was like, yeah, maybe, but, like, I didn't think of it in terms of, like, doing her costume. Like, I didn't, like whenever you see a character, you're like, I'm gonna cosplay that, I'm gonna become that character, like that kind of determination, like it clicks. It didn't do that for me. So I was really confused. I wasn't a cosplayer yet, so I didn't care. But that's when I guess was first introduced to it, and I guess I heard the term cosplay. I mean, I was like, yeah, that's cool, try to be supportive, but like it just didn't really click with me for some reason. It was the summer before my senior year of high school, so several months afterwards, because this was like November, December, something, when she probably showed this to me. My friends went to a convention, but I was in Lebanon visiting my family, because I have family overseas. So they were like, oh, we're going to go to this convention. Oh, sorry, you can't be with us, Sarah. And so they went, and that was all of their first conventions. This was like Michaela's second or third, because I think at this point, she went to Dragon Con once. No, she went, yeah, maybe once or twice. So she was, she was talking about it, and she was like, oh, yeah, we were going to go to this really small con, this local, and I was like, okay. I didn't know what a con was. All I know is that people just dressed up as in costumes. And so, I guess, with that timeline, I had gotten into the My Little Pony fandom this summer, like, before my junior year of high school. So it's 2011. That's so weird to think about. It's been 3.5 years. I saw people did costumes for it on Tumblr, because I had a Tumblr for quite a while at that point. So I was like, oh my god, what is this costuming hobby? Like, why are people dressed up as ponies? This is awesome. I want to be Pinkie Pie, because Pinkie Pie was my favorite. So when they decided to go to that convention, they were like, oh, well, it's okay that you missed that one, Sarah. There's one in October. And I was like, I'm doing my costume for Pinkie Pie then. So that's what I did. I bought a bunch of crap. I didn't know how to make anything. I mean, I made an iron-on the shirt. I did that, and then I painted my shoes and styled my wig. That was about all that I did. I bought the shirt to put the iron-on on. Then I bought the shoes, bought my tights, bought my socks, bought my wig, bought my clip, bought my tutu and my suspenders. Got my tutu from Hot Topic, and I've seen like 3 other Pinkie Pie cosplayers use it. So now I'm like, I'm unoriginal. So I went, and it was really fun. And my first adventure, I guess, besides being confused out of my mind, because I'm like, oh my god, how does this work? I don't even know what you do. Like, I have no idea what to do at a convention. I was like, okay, they told me where the My Little Pony panel was, because I was going to be Pinkie Pie at an Ask a Pony panel. That was like my first like big con memory. It was exciting, and I was scared. I had no idea what I was doing, but I'm like, alright, let's be Pinkie Pie, like excited and whatever. So I did that, and it was fun. It was really fun. So that's where I started, and then I got into Homestuck later on my senior year, which was when I went to the con, because my friend was like talking about it. She's like, you need to get into Homestuck. She's my best friend, and I was like, fine. So I tried to read it and stuff, and I still don't understand Homestuck. I never will understand it. It's just impossible. You just don't know what's going on in Homestuck ever. But you still read it because you want to know. I feel like I keep reading to make sense of it all, but it just doesn't work. I'm really connected with Fefri Paishis, who is the one who has the Pisces symbol, because I'm a Pisces, and I was like, huh. And she's the cutest one. She's bubbly. She's the character that's the most like me, I guess, out of all of them. And Pisces too, wow. And she was cute. Her costume was the cutest, because of that skirt. I was like, girl, I need to make that skirt. I don't know how to sew, but we're going to figure it out. So I did that. And then after I did Peppery, I did Vriska. Then I did Equestria Girls Pinkie Pie. Then I did Ariel. I did Rainbow Rocks Pinkie Pie. Then my friend bought me a maid costume, so I made some maid stuck, like maid AU alternate universe costume. Then I did I repaired my everyone. Then I did Homura, but after this Homura costume, I did Mabel from Gravity Falls, and then a Radius Sprite from Homestuck, because I am Homestuck trash. Anyway, that's my cosplay whateverness for conventions. Let's see. I've been to several cons. I don't want to name all of them because I'm like really paranoid. I've been to BronyCon, and I've been to Ichiban, which is not where I'm from, but I've been there, and it was lots of fun. I went for all 4 days. I've only worn this costume to 2 conventions because I've only made it in October. Now it's January, and I'm hoping to wear a lot more. I'm hoping to wear it to a con in March, and then one in April. And I'm gonna be wearing this for a while. I love this. I love being home. I love being in this costume. But I've been to like 11 cons at this point. That's so weird to say. I've only been in the convention scene for 2 years and 3 months. So I'm still kind of new. I have a lot to learn. I love it though. I love this hobby. Now, to talk about actual conventions, this video is already long. I love being at conventions. Everyone is so nice. I've not had anyone be rude to me at a convention except for maybe con staff, but it's because they're busy and they handle a lot of people being stupid and stuff. But for me personally, I've never experienced anything really negative. People have always been friendly. I've lost my keys. I've lost my phone. Everything's always been returned to me. I had like several people that didn't even know me walk around the convention center for 30-45 minutes to help me find my keys. Complete strangers, because they you know, and then I'm like, nobody in reality. That's not true. Some people would, but not very many people in reality would, do something like that. So it made me feel really good to just, that people cared enough to, and were nice enough to do something like that for somebody like me. I never really thought I was like that important, but people are just so helpful. It's just such an overwhelming feeling. Like, I remember when I first stepped in there and I saw, like this was in 2012 when I went to my first convention. I just saw everyone in costume, and everyone looked completely different unless they were cosplaying the same character. But even then, some people look completely different. And I was just like, what is this? It's like walking into Wonderland. It's amazing, and seeing how much hard work people put into their costumes, and everyone knows everyone, and it's just so much fun, and it's so colorful and happy. And I'm an artistic person, and I never really felt like I belonged because I'm the weird artsy person. That's just how I've always been. So being able to find other artistic people, who understood what it was like to be different, it was such a thrill. It's like, oh my gosh, I can relate to these people. It's wonderful. And seeing everyone's art, people sell their own art, people sell their own plushies, the things that they make. I'm like, how do people make this stuff? I don't know. For those of you who've never been to a convention, I have a social anxiety. I know what it's like to be terrified of people and to be like, oh my god, I'm going to be so awkward, everyone's going to hate me, everyone's going to eat me. No. People are so nice to you. And most of the people that go there have mental illnesses like, anxiety or depression. Some people, I'm not trying to feel like people are mentally insane, but I mean, like, they understand. They relate to how you feel. Because, we're artistic people. We're different, and I am, like, I have an underdeveloped brain, so I'm a little slower than some people, and it's kind of annoying, because I can tell people get annoyed with me, and I'm like, but you don't understand, I literally don't have the physical mental capacity, because my brain is not normal. Like, doing shoots, with photographers and with your friends, you make so many friends. Every time I go to a con, I make new friends, and it always surprises me. It amazes me, because you meet the person, you don't think much of it. You're like, oh, cool, this is another really cool person. You go to the next con, and then you're like, oh my god, hello, hi, did you get all excited? And then it's like, oh my gosh, always, it's like a wild card. It's like a card. Every time you go in to a convention, you never know what to expect, but you come out with all these memories and, like, the con depression, because it's just so much fun to be surrounded by so many people that get you, and the merchandise and the fun, and to be surrounded by so many things that you love, all your different fandoms, people you care about. Some people, they can't see their friends, con friends, anywhere but conventions because they travel from too far away places to have, like, at this meeting point. Some people are several states away. I'm from the South. I have friends in North Carolina. I have friends in South Carolina. I have Virginia, Georgia. I'm pretty sure I have friends who live in Florida. I have friends on the West Coast. I have friends in the East Coast. I have friends in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, all up in there, It's insane. It's a great way to make connections. It's a great way to get yourself out there as an artist, too. Whether you do costuming, you do plushies, you do t-shirts, art, animation. You can host panels, do your own events. It's just very interactive, and it's a great way to express yourself. It's a very good stress reliever, It's like a little mini vacation over a weekend. I hate the fact that it's becoming more popular just because a lot of more bad things are happening. Like harassment and stuff. It happens at bigger cons. Not more people go, more people that can mean bad people too. I've never really been harassed at a con. I felt uncomfortable around people, but some people, you know, maybe they have like some kind of social disability or something. I mean, people are like, oh, the smaller cons for sure, but honestly, like, smaller cons are more tight-knit, and they know each other well, so I feel like people can trust each other more. Just be friendly to everyone. If you're friendly to people, then they're gonna be friendly back. And sometimes, like, I'll sit there and be like, I want this thing so badly, in the dealer's room, they're like, well, I'll give you a discount. And I'm like, you know, in terms of your first cosplay, but for your first costume, just, I mean, it's okay if you throw something together, you know? If you don't have the money, that's different. And you don't have to be a costume at a convention. You can be in regular clothes. People won't really take pictures of you, I mean, but, like, if you kind of like to be in the background, you know, don't want that kind of attention, don't dress up. Because people will take pictures of you if you dress up. Don't dress up if you don't want pictures. Don't do it. And have people that follow my stuff. I don't want to half-ass anything. I've never been the kind of person to do that anyway. I'm a perfectionist. I strive to be as good as I can be, as much as my knowledge and my skills will allow, because there's only so much I can do. I mean, everyone's different, right? Experience it. Just see what it's like, watch, observe, and learn from it, I think. I'm never like outgoing outside of cons. I can sort of talk to people, and now that I've had jobs and stuff, I learned how to talk to people, so I'm starting to pull out of my shell a little bit more. At cons, I talk to everyone, and it's so weird. I can't do that in person, but it's because I know everyone's like me, and I'm crazy. I'm like, ah! And so people, they're like, what the hell? And then they talk to me, and then they're like, ah, you're funny, and I'm like, hey! And it's just, that's how it works. That was such a weird noise. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and, if, you know, you're planning on going to your first convention, you've never been to one before, and you kind of need the extra push, hopefully I was able to encourage you a little bit more. And if you don't want to do it, that's fine. Who cares? You know? Thank you.